Coco here, y'all. You know me. I am happy to be here. I am healthy. I am wealthy. And I am free. What about you? What about you? Tell me about you. Today is going to be a little personal stuff about getting over heartbreak or getting over, let's say, just relationships as a whole and learning to appreciate yourself. So I've gone through a little bit of a moment being a few years of trying to understand myself and trying to get to know exactly who I am in terms of what makes me happy, what I don't like doing, what I do. And of course, that is continuous. I think that happens with everybody because even as we learn, then we change. Experiences change us. So for example, I got a new job. I learned how to maybe understand the corporate ways, and that changes how you behave even as an individual, and maybe that affects how your personal relationships are or how you think about different situations, because everything that you do affects you. Everything matters. Everything changes you. You experience it, and even when you don't think it affects you, every little action does do something to my psyche, right? So in all this changing and growing, and going through relationships and different relationships, that when I zoom out, when I take a look back and put them all into one timeline, kind of squeeze them together, I realized there were different people but basically the same person. And that told me something. That told me that I had a type, and the type wasn't very encouraging to me, because it wasn't a type that I was proud to mention. I was going for guys who weren't necessarily interested in me. They're very momentous in their appreciation, in their attention, and funny enough, they tended to always move or attract other people, or other people would be attracted to them, and maybe that's how, moth to a flame. That's how I got burnt as well. But then that just tells me that I'm not looking for the right things. And in a previous video, I did talk about really writing down what you're looking for in a mate, in a partner, in a relation, even in a friendship. Like the kind of friends that I want to have. I want somebody who's reliable, who I can rely on, and who can rely on me. A person who is skilled at this particular thing, so that I know I can go to them for this and they can come to me for encouragement. I can go to them for financial information. They can come to me for management information, or there needs to be something that you're willing to give for them to take from. That's why they say opposites attract. So it's not necessarily opposites, but people of different skills, people of different upbringing, people of different abilities should attract, because then you're able to fit into a certain puzzle, and that's when you fit into each other and you complement each other, right? I was going to talk about relationships, and how I got through this last one was a very funny way. I didn't really cry through it. I think I got to that moment of being done with it. And the one song that got me through it is Bruno Mars' When I Was Your Man. And I was listening to it one day, one evening, one time. And in the chorus, he says, I hope he buys you flowers. I hope he holds your hand, gives you all his hours when he has the chance, takes you to every concert, because I remember how much you love to dance, because now my baby is dancing, but she's dancing with another man, right? And I was listening to it and I was like, oh yeah, I really want to find that guy who will buy me flowers, who will hold my hand in public, who would, appreciate me in these small little subtle ways that I don't even expect, and that would be the dream, where are these men? And then, your mind goes on that rant of all the good men are gone, blah, 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 blah. And then I was singing it to the mirror, to myself, to the mirror. And something clicked. And I was like, why am I not the one buying me flowers? Maybe I can't hold my own hand physically, but in my mind I could. I can be my own support system. I can give myself all the hours that I need. I can appreciate me. I can take myself dancing because I do know that I love to dance. And I can dance by myself whenever I want to and enjoy it fully. Because then, as I came to this realization, then when I know and I realized how well I can treat myself and how good it feels to treat me, then I can immediately notice when somebody is treating me wrong. I can tell that this is not right. This is not supposed to be right. This is not the way I would treat myself. So why are you treating me this way? I put myself at this level of appreciation that I expect from me. And therefore from you, it shouldn't be this. It should be a level higher. That's what raising your standards is. Right? So if I can buy myself flowers, what are you gonna do? If I can treat myself and take myself out and go dancing on my own, what are you gonna do that's going to make me want you? How will you appreciate me at a whole other level that's going to make me want you? So it's not just about who wants me. I don't care about who wants me anymore because I want me. And Lisa Nichols says something very powerful to this regard. And she says, when I wake up in the morning, before I leave the house, I tell myself, I like me. I like you. I love you. And I'm looking at the mirror at this point. I'm saying, I love you, Clara. You are awesome. You're amazing. And I know that I love me and that I am good enough for me and that I am happy in me. So that by the time you're telling me, some random person or whoever is telling me, by the way, I really like you, so beautiful. I'm like, I know that, but thank you. And I can move on swiftly because it's not words that I haven't heard said to me before. Even in a different way, I'm able to tell it because I'm like, you're just appreciating me. I appreciate myself every day. So thank you. And I can move on because you need to check other boxes, not just telling me that I'm good. I know I'm better than good, right? So that song, it really flipped a switch in me. I was just like, appreciation, taking me out, taking me dancing, that's not gonna do it because I already do it for myself. And as you know, I'm still working on this. I'm still working on really taking myself out and being able to appreciate myself outside, taking myself outside, because I'm more of a hermit. I love to stay indoors. But it's happening. It's all growth, right? It's step by step. Becoming wholesome, growing as a whole person, as a whole being. I think that's a realization that I've come to, and I wanted to share that with you. So, love you like I love me. Love you like I love me. Right? So be healthy, be wealthy, and be free. And love yourself. Love your life. That's my gem for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Ciao.